Hey y'all, welcome to episode 2 of Debt Free Diaries. So I've been a bit under the weather this week and it's finals week right now for school, so I haven't really been filming too much, but I did take a grocery trip. I think I talked about it last vlog, but I was trying to not buy groceries for 3 weeks, but since I was sick I just needed a few things, so I just got like some soup, some cheese, or I don't know what that has to do with anything, but some soup, some medicine, and some crackers just to kind of knock this thing out. I can tell I'm at the end of it, so I'm like, let me just knock this out so I'm fine when I'm taking my finals. But yeah, it was kind of interesting because I was nervous because I had like $13 to my name because I get paid tomorrow, and my groceries were $15, and I'm like really trying not to spend my credit card. And also, guys, the difference between freaking Dayquil and no name brand like HEB version of Dayquil is actually insane. Like, that's something that some of you guys are gonna be like, duh, but that's something that I literally learned today, and I was like, yeah, no. So saved myself $7 in terms of girl math. And I got to check out, it was $15, and I was like, and I was looking for my credit card, and then I was like, I'll just pay it back off tomorrow. And I forgot I had cash, so I had $20, so I gave her a $20 bill, and we spent cash, which I don't know the last time I actually gave someone cash, so that was fun. But yeah, so we have all our groceries, still haven't spent credit card. I actually did have to spend yesterday. I don't know what was going on with my bank account, but I kept getting denied. And my campus at work is cashless. I kept getting denied for lunch. Like, it was like I had a gift card for $10 and it was $2 over, and it kept denying, and the only other card I had on my phone was my credit card, so I had to take that L. But I literally paid it back immediately when I got home, so I don't know why my debit card was denying. But anyways, so that's pretty much been I was gonna say the start of this week, but it's already Thursday. But yeah, so I'll probably chat with you guys more once I finish finals, but just wanted to let you guys know I used cash. So I think I mentioned it in the last vlog, but I decided I was gonna wash my own car to save money on washing my car. But of course my boyfriend brings me to the car wash and is taking care of it for me. He's so sweet. In future endeavors, gonna wash my own car at home to save my car wash subscription money, etc. But yeah, I just wanted to give him another shout out. He's been very supportive of this just debt-free journey and everything, and I'm very happy and very blessed to have him in my life, washing my car, making it look all cute, and I could just be passenger princess. Look at him, looking so fun. I used to be scared of car washes. Really? Because of this thing. The big brush. Hey y'all. I feel like I don't know like exactly what to vlog exactly when it comes to the debt journey vlog, but trying to get content for you guys, but it's also like, yeah, I guess it's gonna be a lot of more discussion stuff, I don't know. Anyways, so I just finished listing my home on 2 roommate websites. So yeah, last vlog I had the idea to consider just using my home as a vessel to make more cash, bring in more income to pay off my debt, mostly because I just have a lot going on right now. I'm working full-time, I'm in school part-time. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking clients to increase my income, doing YouTube, etc. So there's just so much going on. I was like, I really just want to have something that still works even if I'm like burnt out or tired, if I feel like this is too much right now. So I felt like using my home and getting roommates is something that you have to put in the effort in the beginning to get really good roommates, obviously, but once I have them, it's just hopefully, fingers crossed, a seamless process. So I did go ahead and list my home on 2 of the roommate websites. I think I'm gonna do 1 more, so fingers crossed. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Hello, beautiful people. It is time to wrap up the vlog, which is kind of my favorite part, but I'm gonna miss you guys. Let's get it. So I feel like one of my insights this week is I was kind of feeling like a bit of like kind of loneliness / boredom in this kind of debt payoff journey. So this week was nice because I did actually get to go to the rodeo. I'm a Texas girly, so I had to go to the rodeo. I had to make an appearance. But luckily I was in the position to get free tickets, so I did not have to pay. So I went with my mom and my boyfriend's mom, and it was just a really fun time. I went to the Lizzo concert. It was a great time. I still stuck within my budget. I think I had like $30 to spend while I was there. And if you know rodeo, it can get pretty pricey even if you have your tickets covered. So the only thing I paid for was a Papa's barbecue sandwich. It was $20 freaking dollars for just a sandwich, but I digress. But yeah, so it was pretty good. I did get to try some of Beyonce's mom, Mrs. Tina, Beyonce's mom's gumbo, so that was really good. And I got to meet Tina Knowles, so that was also really cool. And then I ended up getting some Trill Burger to try as well. But again, my mom, shout out to her, I'm very grateful. She covered the price of most of the food that I tried, but I did share it. So it wasn't just for me. Overall, it was great. Like, I know this is off topic of the debt payoff journey, but I just want to really, and this is actually a future video concept, so stay tuned, but just about still having fun, like not hating your life while being in a debt payoff journey, I think is a big thing, because I think a lot of people see debt payoff as like, I'm not going to pay off debt, or I'm going to get into debt so I can live my life now. But I feel like there's a way to do both. So that's what I'm attempting. But like I said, I was blessed in the position to not have to pay for my tickets and entry and parking into the rodeo. So I was able to stay within my budget for that. And I just spent part of my grocery budget basically on my food at the rodeo is kind of how I portion that out. But yes, so it was a lot of fun, and I think after being kind of in that lonely boredom mood this week, I've really looked at my social calendar a bit more and committed to a few more things like birthday parties and different things going on, happy hours, and I've just kind of worked it into my budget, kind of within the grocery budget realm, because it typically what I'm paying for is food and drinks when I go out. So excited to be more social again, but still stay within my budget and stay within this journey. As far as what's next, and a lot of this has to do with the game plan, I did really go more into detail in my original video about how I got into $500,000 of debt. But my next plans right now, like you guys saw yesterday, I did put up my rooms on the roommate website so that I can hopefully secure some roommates. So that's pretty much in God's hands now. I give the best possible freaking listing. Honestly, may look fake, it's so good, but those are listed. So hopefully we will get some more information on that by the next vlog. I am going to launch freelance services. I don't know why I have this like hesitation between launching them, so we're just gonna, it's next vlog, those will be launched, okay? Also, I really do want to sell a lot of things. I do have some furniture, some technology, just from having my house on Airbnb, as well as being in content creation and film for so long, that I feel like I could sell and get pretty good return from, and use that to pay off debt. So that is one of my goals, as well as I did do a huge expense cut, but I do want to go in and really cut some of my annual expenses, one of those actually being my LLC. I do have an LLC, but at the same time, like, you have to pay for an LLC, and I'm not really generating money yet, so I'm probably going to dissolve it so I don't have to pay for it yet. And then once I do have a business generating income that can pay for the LLC itself, then yes. But right now that bill is about to come due for the year, so that I'm not ready for that one. So we're going to try to cut expenses in the annual subscriptions realm. Also, as far as what's next, we do have some highlights coming. So I did have my annual review conversation at work, so I'm getting my bonus pretty soon, and I did finish my taxes, so my tax refund will hopefully be here pretty soon too. So I'm excited because those are huge chunks of money that I can throw at my debt snowball. Super excited for those to come because those will cut my debt snowball so much. So yeah, excited to give you all the numbers next vlog. It's time to discuss where we are. All right, so I finally got this right. Last vlog, you guys know, like, since I'm still accumulating grad school debt, my numbers were a bit off, but I just decided to go ahead and put my grad school debt in here fully because I'm gonna graduate, God willing. So I just went ahead and put the full amount that I'm gonna owe for grad school ultimately in my current debt numbers. So my starting total debt, including my house, is $504,975.94. And these are pretty much the beginning of February numbers. So my starting, I really started my Gazelle Intense Focus journey February 10th. And then my current total debt is $504,182.15. So that is a reduction of $793.79. I'll take it. My starting consumer debt, so this is excluding the house, is $200,280. $80.85, and my current consumer debt is $199,810.14. If any of you guys are like me, I just love seeing like me get out of a number bracket, so I'm glad to be out of the 200,000s, even if it's by like $200. But that is a reduction of $470.71. And then the balance that I'm currently snowballing is my final credit card, my Amex, and that starting balance was $19,891.19, and the current balance is $20,078.26, which is an increase of $187.07. I know what you guys are thinking, Cassidy. If your debt went down, total debt, and your consumer debt went down, how does the amount that you're snowballing go up? And it's this beautiful thing, not beautiful thing, but beautiful thing for the credit card companies called interest. And so I did pay down that amount, but I didn't pay as much as the interest took. So the interest came back and bumped the number up. So that was not fun, but just know I did pay it down and I did not spend any money on it. That was the interest. But luckily, there is a program through Amex that I'm actually going to be signing up for that will get my interest for the next 12 months down to 6%. So that is going to be tremendously helpful, and I just hope I'm able to pay it off in that time. I will be able to pay it off in that time, definitely. So I'm actually super excited to sign up for that. So I'll actually be doing that this week. Signing up for that program, so they'll probably be in the next vlog, but that will cut my interest down so that I'm not in this cycle of paying and then interest pretty much taking everything I paid. So that is what we're gonna do. So be wary of interest, you guys. Like, it's insane what interest can do and the cycle you can end up in if you get caught in that interest cycle thingy. But anyways, I'm excited for the future of this journey. Like I said, I've been pretty gazelle intense focused. I've been pretty much following the Dave Ramsey 7 baby steps method. I've been listening to his podcast pretty much every day, and then I do watch a lot of YouTube videos and financial content, and I just literally soak in like so much financial content on a regular basis, which is nice because it pretty much kind of helps me stick to my plan. But with this whole plan and the Dave Ramsey plan, and as many people know, like a lot of people don't really agree with his philosophy 100% and don't follow it 100%, and that's a lot of people in my life. So it is kind of hard sometimes following a philosophy that like no one around you believes in. But like I said, it's nice having the show because it's something I can kind of turn to, and I just hope that I can just stay motivated and get through this journey, and then hopefully in the future people are like, oh Crash, like how'd you get here? And I'll be like, let me tell you, remember that person you guys said I shouldn't listen to? But yeah, so like I do agree that people should do their own research and come up with what they feel like is the best money philosophy on their own. I do love that Dave Ramsey's book is highly based off of the Bible, so I think that's honestly enough for me to follow what he has to say, but it also has a lot to do with behaviors, and a lot of what you, with money and even like everything in life, health and fitness, etc., is a lot of behavioral, not necessarily people not knowing what to do. And I just know my behaviors have put me in the position of getting in a lot of credit card debt. So therefore, I don't really want to have credit cards because I've already proven to myself I can't really handle them. Hopefully I find a community that believes in this as well. But for now, we roll. Are you guys my community? Come join me. I like to end with something motivational. So the church service I was listening to this week was all about God's planning. And, you know, I've always heard the phrase, you plan, God laughs. Like, yeah, and I'm a planner. So, you know, as much as I hear that phrase and I believe in that phrase, I'm still going to plan the heck out of my life. But I think I just like enjoy planning, even if things don't go to plan. I just enjoy the act of having a plan. But the sermon was really good because one thing that I love that it mentioned and really tied back to this journey, and if you guys are in a debt payoff journey, could definitely tie back to that, was that nothing can stop God's plan. Things can stop your plan, but nothing can stop God's plan. And that really hit home with me because I think part of me is like, dang, if I did this earlier, if I did XYZ, even in my video Feeling Behind Your Late 20s, I kind of discussed this, but there's a lot of feeling like, dang, if I knew this earlier, if I did this journey when I only had $20,000 of debt, I'd be in a totally different position than I am right now. And while that is true, you're on God's plan. Like, God already saw this coming. So yes, your plan may not have gone to plan
where you saw yourself may not be where you currently are, but this is actually exactly where God wanted you to be, and he will make up for what you feel like is lost time. So that's just great to hear, because sometimes I feel like it's really easy to feel like you missed out on something, you missed out on a certain opportunity, but ultimately at the end of the day, everything's going to plan. So it was really great to hear. So I hope that inspires anyone who maybe feels behind, maybe feels like it's too late for them, they can't hop on the journey, but you 100% can, okay? But yeah, so anyways, see you guys in the next video, and follow along if you guys want to be a part of this debt payoff journey. Heard something in the ceiling. Bye.